Hi, Steph. How you doing?
I'm all right. Thank you for your sweet tweet. You said my love and good vibes out to Mama, who had to repatriate Colonel Steve Austin, her beloved Great Pyrenees. Good to know he's found a new home with other doggos.
Yep.
He has 2 doggo friends. He's doing great.
I know, and they're both the same size as him, which I think is important.
Yeah. No, I know. He's Great Pyrenees Rescue Society.
I mean,
Thank you for
after
donating.
all, we have an ex-president who's never understood there are other big dogs in the world.
Right.
Yes.
But he's finding out.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I love that you retweeted Eric Trump has said his father's life has become a living hell now, and you said dress rehearsal for the actual one, which is good. We're just trying to help.
We are helpers. We are liberal helpers, and if he wants to have a red hot, no, this is kind of treading on the rude one's turf,
Yes,
but
yes.
if he wants a red hot poker,
Right.
stuck in inconvenient places just to get warmed up for the whole thing,
Sure.
I'm more than happy.
Yeah, we're happy.
I will, I will provide.
Charlie Louise Pierce.
Thank you. By the way, can I announce to the world that I am now COVID free?
Yay!
One stripe, baby.
Yeah.
One stripe last night.
Oh my God. By the way, Chris just saw something interesting that Rudy Giuliani just said. Speaking of,
Oh, no, Rudy Giuliani's didn't say it.
Oh.
His former aide did. His former top aide did. He said Giuliani is nervous over the Georgia investigation, and that that Giuliani's goal now is to quote die a free man.
what does that mean, Charlie? What does that
Yeah,
mean?
well,
Does it mean he's going to flip?
number one, his health is pretty rocky. But
Yeah.
then again, he's been drinking a gallon of scotch for lunch since November of 2020. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Second of all, yes, I believe he is about to flip like a pancake.
Wow. Oh,
I
again.
believe Rudy is not stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, was this one of his top aides that he didn't marry?
Yeah, a former aide said he is nervous about being targeted in the criminal investigation in Georgia.
Yeah.
He said it's a big deal for his old boss, saying Rudy flew too close to the sun. He got too close to Trump, and he got burned. He knows how the DOJ works. He knows how the FBI works. He knows these are meticulous investigation. I know he's nervous. He could have flown to Georgia. He flies all over the world, so it's just a typical tactic to try to postpone the inevitable. He knows that he concocted this scheme. He knows he lied for his client, and he knows we all know. I think at this point in his life, his goal is to die a free man.
Yeah. He's going to flip.
That sure doesn't sound like that, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know whether his top aide is also his lawyer, but that's pretty plainly a signal flare.
Yeah.
It's Ken Friedman, his former press
That quote is
secretary.
aimed at somebody besides us.
Yeah.
Right.
Who
Friedman.
who will use it only for amusement purposes.
Right. Josh Berman asked Friedman if there was a chance Giuliani would give testimony that might be harmful to the former president in a bid to save himself. And Friedman said nobody protects someone else to stay out of jail. If this is a RICO case, Trump's at the top of the pyramid and Rudy is one brick below.
Yeah.
So they're obviously squeezing him for anything that could incriminate the former president.
Yeah.
Oh,
One brick
Lindsey Graham
below
and
and
Rudy.
one brick below and 3 bricks shy of a load. Rudy's doing it. And not only that, but I'll tell you what, there are a lot of 40 and 50-year-old former stockbrokers / federal inmates who are having a grand old time watching Rudy squirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you remember all those made-for-TV or busts he made with, dragging guys out of Morgan Stanley or wherever in handcuffs.
Yeah.
Those people are mostly out of jail by now, and I guarantee you they are having a wonderful time watching Rudy squirm.
Rudy's about to go through some things.
Yeah.
Right. By the way, you said the Washington Post reporting alarm has grown when you talk to advisors of the former president, and you said too late, you passel of penny ante suckfish. I like your way with words, Charlie.
Thank you very much. I have a lot of trouble with our never Trump allies.
Yes.
Who didn't give a damn when George Bush tried to wreck the country, from 2000 on. That having been said, I will have no peace for people who work for this guy who try to rehabilitate themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. You do not know the secret password, and it's not swordfish. You are not getting in the club. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You will be spending time in the re-education camp of non-celebrity.
Yeah.
You said, excuse me, pardon me, damn Espionage Act. Someone's playing for keeps here. If we're talking about obstruction and about the Espionage Act, the stakes on this whole thing just went to the moon. And your whole other piece, there's no darkness Republicans won't follow Trump into now. I mean, we keep wondering where the line is, and we just did a story about Sean Hannity talking about, oh, no, you can run if you're a felon.
Yeah,
They're
basically admitting that
Right.
Trump's going to be found guilty.
Right.
Yes, you're going to go out. You're going to go out on the road and seek the one-armed man who stashed the documents.
Yes, exactly.
But I love the way you put it. You said one major crime against the Republic at a time, please. I mean, the fact that this happened while we're still investigating sedition against the United States.
That to me is amazing. That this is sort of violations of the Espionage Act, which by the way is a terrible law and should be changed. But violations of the Espionage Act are a sideshow to overthrowing the government. I'm sorry, I can't cope with this.
Yes.
Let's get one at a time here.
Yeah.
Don't be committing more constitutional offenses.
Yes, which is it's an excellent day to buy Now a Warning. I'm not buying your stupid book T-shirt or your Republicans. They really are that horrible. Any of those
I like
T-shirts.
the colors on that one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But you
I
said
just wanted to get you to throw your chest out again.
Worse.
Jimmy too.
It worked. Yeah.
Charlie, your point is as you.
Oh, Jody, they won't put me on camera with you anymore because it burns out monitor screens all over America.
The tension is too thick. But you write, these people and the political party to which they belong and all the constituents who voted for them are lost for a generation. Yeah, I do not know how they get back from all this.
Well, not if they keep going, the wrong way. I have a real problem with the Blair Witch Project because the three stupid people in the Blair Witch Project keep crossing the same stream over and over again.
Yeah.
Follow the stream. The stream will lead you to a river, which will lead you to people.
Exactly.
Don't cross the stream again.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like Woodcraft 101.
Yeah.
But in any event, follow the stream, Republicans. Don't keep crossing the stream over and over again. The witch will get you.
Yeah. Speaking of which, you retweeted Ted Cruz joke to applause and laughter that Elizabeth Warren might have a penis, and you said in other news, this man is, pardon me, I believe the wrong word, is a D. Okay. This is what I said yesterday to Ben Glebe. Was this joke more just not funny, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, all of them?
Well, I think the global problem with it is it isn't funny.
Right.
Because it was told by Ted Cruz.
Right.
And Ted Cruz could do 15 minutes of Richard Pryor's best material and not be funny.
Right.
He just doesn't have the gift. I mean, he's a guy who took accordion lessons or something.
Right, because she said people have said to her, if you had a penis, I would have voted for you. And so he said,
that's the juicy quote from Ali Vitale's new book.
Yeah. He said, in today's Democrat Party, how do we know she doesn't?
How
How could you possibly know? My name is Elizabeth. Call me Bob. Oh my God, they're just so not funny. First of all, they're just.
I didn't know he had like follow-up material.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Call me Bob is funny because
My kingdom for a long-handled thing with a hook on the end.
Yeah.
We just played our latest edition of What the Hell, Herschel, and you just said, what in the ever-loving would make anyone vote for this guy? I mean, there is no human that can understand what he's saying, right?
Well, certainly none that I've ever met. No,
Right.
I don't know many people who speak complete gibberish, but I'm sure they're out there. This is the culmination of every politician who ran on the platform that he was not a politician and that we need somebody who is without expertise to run for elective office.
Right.
This is as far as it goes.
Right.
We're going to elect people who aren't qualified to order a Slurpee at 7-Eleven or Gas and Sip or whatever it was to make Slurpees.
Right. By the way, speaking of Democrats getting things done, you said that the big bill sailed through the House with no problems from the Problem Solvers Caucus is yet another demonstration that Madam Speaker, just don't play that.
Yeah.
That's the thing with all of this espionage, blah, blah, blah. The Democrats and Joe Biden are truly accomplishing things of epic proportions, are they?
Well,
not?
they're accomplishing things with a 50-50 Senate.
Right.
And a bare majority in the House, and they're accomplishing things with no Republican help at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Not a single Republican voted for that bill.
Yeah.
To lower Medicare costs and make an investment in green technology and all that other stuff. I mean, I'm sorry they had to, sacrifice something to Kristen Sinema and the Plutocrats.
Yeah.
My favorite doo-wop group from Arizona, by the way. But that was the way the sausage got made. And I think if you read the blog from yesterday, we find out what actual payoff Joe Manchin got,
Right.
which is this stupid pipeline that's taking people's land away in West Virginia.
Yeah.
But again, sometimes, people get ground up in the sausage making. But in any event, the damn thing passed. It's going to be signed this week
Today.
with no help of any kind and the barest of bare majorities. I think they locked Josh Gottheimer up in a steamer trunk somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I got to say, Charlie, maybe I'm being happy-clappy. I feel a blue tsunami coming on between not just Roe, all of this. What's going to happen, not with J6, but this latest.
I'd settle for a blue high tide at this point.
Yeah.
I'd settle for hanging on to the House by our fingernails
Yep.
and picking up a couple of Senate seats, which apparently we can do.
Right.
Because not only is Herschel Walker, the leading dumbass in the history of American politics, he's being taxed for the pole position by Dr. Oz and J.D. Vance.
Yep.
J.D. Vance, who apparently doesn't want to campaign in Ohio, and Dr. Oz, who's fondling vegetables for his TV ads. I mean, who in the name of God, what votes was that ad supposed to garner?
Right.
Rich
I
people
mean, I
in
think
Philadelphia.
Dr.
That's
Oz's
all I can think of.
consultants have found a way to get wealthy without, actually winning the election. Because he's just terrible. I mean, not only that, but he's laying himself open to Fetterman, who's got a genius for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody uses the term crudité without irony.
Oh,
No.
dear. Oh, dear. Yeah.
I like the fact that there's been a vigorous Twitter debate on how to pronounce it.
Crudité.
Yeah.
It's
Crudites.
It's crudité.
Crudite.
Charlie,
Yo.
okay, so in the tennis ball machine of fire hoses, or the fire hose of tennis ball machines that is the news these days, what is this story? Should this not be a bigger deal? A team of computer experts directed by lawyers allied with Trump co-opted sensitive data from election systems in Georgia as part of a secretive multi-state effort to access voting equipment that was broader, more organized, and more successful than previously reported, according to new emails and records obtained by the Washington Post. As they work to overturn Trump's election defeat, lawyers asked to see a forensic data firm to access county election systems in at least 3 battleground states. Okay. A lawyer for the plaintiff said this breach is way beyond.
That should be a giant deal.
Yeah, this
And
breach
I
is
assume at some level of some investigation it is.
right. The lawyers, plaintiff
yes,
said that this breach is way beyond what we thought. The scope of it is mind blowing. I just feel like they do so much crime that benefits that this would any normal news day would be.
Yeah, but it's basically one crime. It's
Right.
the suit and tie, non-camo, non-body armor wearing end of the coup.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
And that's all part of it. And by the way, it looks like Fannie Willis is going to be the slow blade that penetrates the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always for Travis. He knows where that comes from.
Oh, sure.
But maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
Can I get your
Sort of
take
vibe.
before you go on this Alan Weisselberg thing? So former Trump CFO
What is going on there?
Weisselberg cut a deal to do
It's a
5.
Dune reference. I got it.
No, not that. I mean,
Can I just
No,
get
I
through this,
understand that,
please?
Travis,
Let
but
me
we
just
moved
get
on.
through this, and then you can answer. He cut a deal to do 5 months in jail while not cooperating with investigators. While the deal might be great for Weisselberg, Andrew Weissman said it isn't great for Trump Organization because at the surface it looks like what the hell, right? Weissman said the reason it's important for Trump is the Trump Organization is scheduled for trial in October. Once Weisselberg pleads guilty, it's over for the Trump Organization. The crimes he committed get imputed into the Trump Organization, so the leverage in terms of financial consequences to Trump doesn't mean he's going to go to jail for this thing, but the consequences for the Trump Organization are huge. How do you read this?
I mean, that sounds like a very difficult 3-rail shot.
Yeah.
When you had this guy by the cojones, and I don't know what the DA in New York is doing,
Yeah,
but this looks like a walk. This looks like a virtual walk to me.
right.
He doesn't have to testify against Trump. Why'd
Yeah.
you haul him in the first place?
Right, and he only gets 5 months. So, right, unless this is some kind of dimensional chess that we don't see right now, this looks. I don't know what's up with Alan Bragg. Do you?
I don't. I don't either. When the two guys left, that's now seems like it's 5 years ago, but it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
And wrote those scathing resignation letters. I wondered what was up with him, and now I really wonder what's up with him.
Yeah.
I mean, does he really want to take on this thing?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got the CFO of a criminal organization on the ropes. I mean, that's That's Christmas. That's Christmas in August.
I don't know whether people are just going, "Oh, Trump's going down for something. I'm not going to take the risk." Like, you know what I mean? But if everyone does that, we'll have no rule of law anymore. Right. You know?
No, I mean, there's no reason for anybody, let alone people prosecuting him, to be afraid of this guy anymore.
Yeah.
He's going to end up, broke with a bad hairpiece. What is everybody afraid of?
Yeah.
I mean, they're legitimately afraid that, a horde of people with AR-15s are going to show up at their doorstep and open fire? I mean, I guess that's a possibility. Yeah. But politically, there's no danger in a DA in New York going for broke against Donald Trump.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, what are they going to do? Elect a Republican next time?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, say adieu to your
adieu,
lover.
Adieu to you and you.